You started your speech with, I love where it is soft, I love where I can enjoy. That soft and enjoy, is it your own money that you are using to enjoy?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, gender roles, we all talk about gender roles, gender roles. Now, is it biology? Is it biological makeup or social construct? I invited some of my friends here so that we can dissect this topic and we're going to see the complexities associated with gender roles. And we all know that this topic has caused a lot of argument, be it online or offline. So we're going to be answering some questions in regards to gender roles, and feel free to drop your opinions in the comment section.
Okay, so I will go for patriarchy because it's not perfect, but the ideology is better than feminism. Why? The concept of feminism makes sense, but with time, the major idea of it have changed. It's no more equality.
So what's the major idea of patriarchy?
The major idea of patriarchy. Now I'm attacking feminism. Allow me to attack feminism.
You can't attack feminism without explaining what patriarchy is.
Is a society that men are dominant.
In what context?
Can I pick that?
Yes.
Why patriarchy is the best ideology is because it defines roles. Why feminism, in my opinion, is trying to it's not defining the roles per se, it's trying to merge everything together. Now, I'm not trying to say the ideology of feminism from the inception is wrong. Yes, it started on a good note, but then this generation has hijacked the positivity of feminism and it's trying to merge the roles and it's causing commotion. That's why till today patriarchy is still being supported and patriarchy is still winning. Do you get me?
So I will say I will not want to mince word when I say I'm not falling into the box of patriarchy or feminism. I will say I'm a gender equality advocate. In the sense, the reason why I will say I'm not a feminist is because the people that are pushing this feminism movement are mostly women. And if I say I'm a feminist, they might say maybe I'm a simp or maybe I want women to like me. But as a gender equality advocate, I believe that there are some things that maybe gender equality advocacy is pushing that is also for my own benefit, which, because patriarchy is trying to put some kind of burden on the male gender. Okay, you must have money. They tie the value and the essence of men to money. That even if there's a man, if they are not making money, it's as if they are useless. Whether they are not giving the same pressure on the male, on the female folk. Sure, you understand? So that's why I will not want to support. So anybody that has the money, that has the means to acquire anything or to achieve anything in life, they should give them this same equality to achieve them. And the only reason why I'll be antagonizing feminism in the sense that there's some kind of hypocrisy in this, that the moment it comes to the money, they usually want to draw the line. So that's why I will not also want to fall in the box of feminism. So I'm for gender equality basically. Gender equality basically, holistically.
Women want equal rights. That is the basic ideology of feminism, yes?
Yes.
But let's put it in the context of today's world, whereby feminism is mentioned every time for everything. So I think there was a video I saw one time. I think it was Jordan Peterson or someone. He was like, the part where women want feminism most is the top paying jobs, the CEOs, the let's say in the movie industry, directors, wherever it is, they want to be the top. Why are they not looking for equality when it comes to menial jobs, when it comes to laborers, when it comes to dangerous jobs like undersea plumbing? They don't look for equality. They don't look for, okay, we want equal rights. And no, women want something that, okay, what are men enjoying? We want that. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it's not selfish to even say men want what they want or men are doing what they want. I don't think men usually have issues with feminism. But when you are put in the same position that we are playing, will you be able to play it well? Then again, let's not be as if we're already practicing patriarchy here. Why haven't the women said anything?
It's not about because I'm giving you audience talk first.
Okay.
Please contradict him.
Why are you fighting?
Who is fighting?
Why are you shouting?
They don't keep winning. Feminists are actually doing it. Like they are actually winning in real sense. And then again, I saw a video online one time when a woman was driving a truck. You see women doing menial jobs, okay? Women actually do these things. It's not that they do it, okay?
Let me counter you in this way. Women are actually doing it, but do all women want to do it?
So now, just like my friend here, Ward Smith, mentioned that he's a gender equality advocate, I would also say I'm a gender equality advocate because we are all mass communication students. Since 100 level, they've been teaching us theories, and each theory has its criticisms. Now, we all know that theories are concepts that tend to explain a given phenomenon, right? So just the way feminism and patriarchy are concepts on its own, which that have their own particular ideology. There are things that I agree with in patriarchy, there are things that I agree with in feminism, but there are still flaws in each concept, in each ideology. That's why I wouldn't want to say, okay, yes, I'm against patriarchy or I'm against feminism. I believe that men should have the role of the provider, like they should be the one to do all these really tasking jobs. But I don't believe that women's worth should be based solely on what they can do in the kitchen or the abilities they have to nurture children. I believe that women should also have the ability to go to school, make money for themselves. And so basically, that's just why I wouldn't say I'm against patriarchy or against feminism. What I don't like about patriarchy is the fact that they see women as beneath them, yes, subordinate. So they see there's this analogy, okay, men are the head and women are the neck. Without, I don't really know how they put it, but then I don't. Yes, they support each other. That's what I believe the system should be, supporting each other, not one person being above the other or another person being beneath the other.
Most women want men to lead. You understand?
I'm speaking from a subjective point of view. I'm giving you my opinion as to why this is this and that is that.
Personally, for me, I think roles should be assigned based on individual capacity, because there are people that are built. You see, I don't know this saying, they say a woman man. Ah, this woman they like man. Oh, there are women like that. There are women that built like, while they're on the other side, there are men that behave like women. So you can see there's something now. Let me say, for instance, there's a job that is supposed to be for a man, but then the man there that is supposed to do this thing is not able to do it because you're behaving like a spaghetti. And then there's a woman there who can stand up and do the right thing, and she'll do this thing and she'll do it perfectly. So I feel roles should be based on capacity itself, because there are people with such potential that can be able to do roles beautifully and the way it's supposed to be.
Most of the time, when some people, even some traditional men, when they are conversing for maybe patriarchy or feminism, they always say that, okay, gender equality can work outside marriage, outside the family. That gender equality can work in business space, in the political space. But when it comes to the family or marriage, that gender role should be assigned as patriarchy structure. Sure, you understand? That is just like what we have in the banking sector now, where we have females. Men don't have a problem. They don't have problem with that. So you understand, so far you can actually do it. If you're capable, go ahead and do it. But when it comes to the family, the marriage, the man should provide. The woman should be in the kitchen. You see gender role there. The gender role, the caring aspect of it, the providing aspect of it, that they don't want to even tamper with this structure in the family. They forget that everything that's happening in the society, it comes from the family first. And we talk about agents of socialization, that anything, your interaction with the society, you must first take it from the family. So far, the structure of the family is saying that the man should be on top or should be the head, why the woman should be the subordinate. It will reflect in the society. So I don't know how they are
So
correlating
it's like
this.
a conflict of interest.
Exactly. It's like a conflict of interest between these people that are advocating for gender equality in other aspects of life, but they are maintaining the structure of patriarchy in the family.
Biologically, I feel like every gender have what they can and cannot do. But with time, humans evolve. So if you go to the theory of evolution, which I'll not go into, you understand? As society is evolving, there are roles that were strictly restricted to men, either biologically or by social construct. But now, with time moving on, women have learned to adapt to some of these roles. You understand? So I feel like life is not rigid. These roles are not rigid. I believe they are flexible. In a certain for a certain period of time, they can be rigid, but then as time goes by, they become flexible and then they intertwine with each other. So I feel like they are neither strictly by gender nor by individual capacity.
Okay, I said that we all gather here that we have similarities. We have some similarity, which is we are all mass com students. We have passed certain process to acquire certain knowledge. What we didn't know before, we have known them now. The reason why we believe that, okay, we can discuss it better than maybe other people that are just that are just they are parochial. Sure, you understand? So we believe that we can discuss it in a certain angle that are not in a certain perspective that are not other people cannot discuss them. Now, the issue of gender role, we believe that it should be the reality. The reason why a woman can say no, I cannot do this, is because of the ideology that has been passed across from the generation to her. So you understand? If you are born in a particular environment that you see women doing things that men are doing, you will do it. If you are born in an environment where women are fighting war, where women are driving truck, where women are doing things that men are doing, you will do it because your cognitive has been attached to the culture of that society. So you understand? And that is basically what social construct is talking about. That the environment that we find ourselves determine our reality. Our reality, what we think as maybe, this is for women, this is for men, is actually socially constructed. So if you are coming with a modern ideology, you should know how to discuss this and how to counter them with this new knowledge. There's something called new knowledge. We are unlearning and we are relearning.
So personally, I like to categorize myself as the paradoxical female. I don't know, bias, fair weather. I don't even understand what I'm trying to say.
No, please, can you
So,
explain?
like, where is happening, where is soft, where is sweet. That's what I like. That's under where I like to be. Personally, I feel like it should be based on gender. If there's a 9 to 5 job that is going to be very taxing and all of that, I feel like a woman who is trying to groom her marriage, who has like little children that she wakes up every morning to take care of, I feel like she should leave that job. You should not go and do all of that. You won't have time to take care of yourself, your family, and all of that.
So what if she's a single person? What if she's not married?
And she takes in the job. This is why you see that most times marriages break and all of that. Because along she might start with it and all of that, yeah. But then along the line she sees that her husband begins to complain, you don't have time for me. These men begin to look outside and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
That's where that's a
where
conflict
the
of
benefit
interest
of patriarchy
actually.
comes in.
Exactly.
Because the structure of patriarchy is that okay, these women that we are looking at, in fact, let me put it that the root of patriarchy itself is not against women. It's trying to like there's something.
He's saying you are subordinate.
Calm down. It's not as if when they look at women, they are not seeing them as, let me say, lesser.
They see women as lesser people.
Okay, fine. Let us. But the reason why the ideology behind that is that okay, these people should be protected. You are not. Let us go and do the work and bring the money and so you understand. And that is what you got. That is patriarchy. So you understand? That's patriarchy. Let us go and do the work and come and use it. So you people should just stay
so that you will not disrespect someone. You know,
if you are saying patriarchy is trying to push down women,
yes,
that means we can also say feminism is trying to push the roles of men.
No, feminism is equality. Let's not forget about this.
Equality is about taking care of. We're not forcing you to take care of.
I don't want to confuse patriarchy with misogyny and feminism to misogyny.
You know that the ideology of I want to be taken. You know that the line I want to be taken care of is actually supporting patriarchy.
Yes.
Do you know that? You started your speech with I love where it is soft. I love where I can enjoy. That soft and enjoy, is it your own money that you are using to enjoy?
But I'll have my money too. I have my money too. But I also said that I don't have a problem when me and my man go out and then I might take you out. Do you understand? I'll pay the bills and all of that. But I don't like the one that will not go out. You will not say I should bring my card. I should pay 50. You should pay 50. My own pick mindset, and I'm not in for that. Please, that is a no-no for me.
I think we are digressing.
Money.
That's feminism.
Have the money, I think. That's basically what the capability comes in. But you say it should be gender. That means even if you have more than me, the fact that I'm the man, I should pay, right? Do you support that?
Yeah.
This is where now scratches.
The question is, should roles be assigned by
No, what you
gender?
just said, no.
You have more money than him.
And we're also talking
But
about
you literally rely on him.
capability. That if you have more than me, I will go on a date together. Will you say because I'm a man, I should pay, even though you have more than me?
But you will not. I will pay again. But you don't try to.
I will
You don't flex your ego on me. You don't flex your ego on me. Don't tell me that.
When you give them small chance to show themselves.
When I talk, you won't tell me.
Don't act normal.
Mind what she said.
Sometimes
Do
you
not
know-
confuse patriarchy for misogyny.
Misogyny.
Misogyny, sorry. Like, okay, what you are trying to say is that, okay, patriarchy is actually, okay, since I'm taking care of you, I control you, I command you. Is that what your ideology of patriarchy is?
That is kind of
See, that, and that's not what patriarchy is after. That's not what patriarchy is. Wow.
it's making, I feel like patriarchy is making women wrongly submissive. I'm not submissive rightly. Like you're making me wrongly
The thing
submissive.
is that there are always consequence for everything. There are always consequence for
Exactly.
everything.
For whatever
So
you
you
are
understand?
giving.
Even feminism itself that is trying to come like a noble cause. There is consequence to it.
Yes.
So you understand? Same thing as patriarchy is there are consequence to patriarchy. The thing is, when I have the money, when I'm controlling, when I come with some kind of with some kind of power, financial power here, automatically you submit because it's like you begging. It's like you trying to let me say, please take care of me.
What if I have mine too?
Exactly. That is where gender equality comes in, which is against patriarchy.
Please let us do something.
I think what she's trying to argue is that she's trying to say that patriarchy gives room for misogyny.
I actually agree to what Fauzia is saying in the sense that patriarchy gives room for misogyny or to misogyny. Because let me use the financial context now, for example. So in patriarchy, the men are to provide financially and in other aspects, right? So when a man, now I'm not generalizing, but most men have the tendency to disrespect their partner because they feel they are the ones doing all the work, they're the ones providing. That's why you see in instances where women are not happy in their marriages, or for example, the husband is maltreating them, even beating them, but they can't leave the marriage. Why? Because they know that they don't have anywhere to go to. They don't have anywhere to go to because they know that they only nurture the house, they only nurture the home, they only raise the kids. So where do they want to go to? And I've noticed that most men take advantage of that fact. They take advantage of the fact that they are the ones providing, they are the ones that exactly, they are the ones that give everything that the woman, they put clothes on her head, they give her shelter and everything. So they know that she doesn't have anywhere to go to. So that's why I agree to what Fauzia said when she said that patriarchy gives room to misogyny.
Okay, I would like to come in there. I would like to come in there. Do you believe that? I would like to ask you a question. Do you believe that abuse is gender based or power based?
Exactly my question.
Abuse, is this gender based
Gender-based.
or power based?
Gender-based.
Abuse.
Let's give a very
Abuse.
light example. This singer that divorced
Calm down.
Do you know that?
Wait, calm down. There's a movie like, okay, that I know the Michael, for example, now whereby the major protagonist there is the mother, like a matriarch. The mother there has the power over the husband and the wife. And because of this influence, she was abusing the wife and even the child in the family, just because she has the power over them. So you understand? Yes. So because of that, that's why I asked the question, is it gender based or power based? That if you have the power, you will definitely use it over people that you have
power
power
based.
over.
Abuse.
I agree that it's power based, but there's a higher tendency of men taking advantage of their financial capability
let me
over
jump in.
women than women men.
Why we are shifting the paradigm. That's why we are shifting the paradigm. That so that the moment you move, okay, let me say the money, the financial power that they are using to abuse these women, you too also should have the money. If you have the money, you will have choice. Do you believe that you have a choice as a woman being?
I would go. You told me to go and look at my money.
And
right?
will you do that?
I
Will
will
you
look
do
at
that?
my money.
Will you
When
do
I come back, I'll sweep, I'll mop, I'll wash
No,
plates,
now.
I'll do all the whole traditional house chores. In the night, again,
Do you know? I actually understand what she's saying because some men now they'll say, okay, yes, I'm an
Let's just go to
advocate
work
for
and come back home and
feminism.
work.
Women should also be given the right to work and pursue
That's
education.
why I said. That's why I said. That's why I
In
said.
traditional roles,
Exactly.
Nko,
They will expect they are both working, but they will still expect the woman to be the one carrying all the
That's why I
household.
said. That's why I personally I said I'm a gender equality advocate holistically in the sense that the one that has the capacity, if you know how to cook, if the man is the one that knows how to cook, should cook.
If we have 100 feminists that are female, we'll have 10 feminists that are male. So tell me, where is the balance? So starting to force that ideology that, okay, we are feminists, we want this, want that, and then you now want all men to accept that is very, very.
I believe at the end of the day, just be with someone that has the same ideology.
Exactly. That's
Exactly. All this
Let me end myself. One good thing about me is that I can I can marry either a traditional woman that has a traditional gender roles ideology and a woman that has a modern ideology about gender roles. We just have to have this conversation. What do you want? Do you want a traditional marriage or like whereby I will be the one to provide, why you be the one to do the female gender role that we all know? Or we should, based on capability, that if I know how to cook, I cook. If you are the one that has more money, you pay when there is a bill to pay. Sure, you understand, basically. So it's all about conversation. Have conversation with your partner.
It's a relationship. Before you go into a relationship, you know that this thing is between me and you, a male and a female. And relationship is not a community, it's just me and you. So whatever happens stays between me and you. And okay, this is my babe, let's go out. There's no big deal. We're going out and maybe I'm not with my wife. Babe, don't worry, let me just pay for it. It's normal. It's a normal thing because of course you're my babe. I see you as my babe and I am your babe, of course. So why can't we?
There are people that believe that the man pay. Look at this phrase, culturally attractive. When the man pays, culturally attractive.
I totally.
In fact, some guys they will have more than the man, and they will pass. They will just pass.
Yes.
So most men don't mind paying. You get, like you said, it depends on the situation.
Yes, actually, I totally
There are times
understand
that
with what you
maybe
say. The cultural being attractive culturally that a man is paying. Yes, it's so sweet when you go out and it's a man that is doing everything. We fit settle this thing for house, guy. Money not day. Okay, hold this one. Me I get. Then you don't need to bring it outside to embarrass yourself or bring it to the society. Exactly.
Selection. They select what cultural
Exactly.
norm.
No, it's this question.
They want to subscribe to this, but not
Absolutely. Meanwhile, you know what is exact, what is supposed, but you chose not to because you want to bring it out to the public and you want to make it's a relationship.
This
we can deal with it amongst
between you and your
ourselves.
partner, nothing about society. If you want to follow
Exactly.
society, then you're just killing yourself.
So you believe that the financial role can be
Yes.
mutual?
Yes, I believe. Yes, financial role should be mutual. It should not be one-sided.
Personally, it's a relationship. So like the two people are supposed to obviously come together. But I feel like for the sake of your ego, please just pay the bills.
Like a
Let
relationship.
me tell you something. I have my account. I feel like you should pay. It's a whole different thing. If I've seen your personally, I don't like leeches. I don't like people. I will not leech on someone. I don't want anybody coming to come and leech on me. You make me feel very, very stupid. If I've seen your efforts, I see how you act. I see that Exactly. And then you don't have. Come on, what's there that I will not bring out my own money?
My stance on this is that it should also be reciprocal in the sense that, but the funny thing is that before I would want to do something for a man, he must have done something for me. Honestly, that is me.
So
That is exactly you reap where you sow. So before I will even start saying I want to spend on a guy, I want to play a financial role in a relationship, the guy must have done something. Absolutely. The guy must have done something to make me want to reciprocate that energy. So you cannot just come from nowhere and you start expecting me to be sending you money, buying things for you.
If a guy has some mindset, you run away from him.
I'll run away from him
now
because you're the guy.
So you're a bad person.
I'm a bad person.
Where is now the gender equality that you're fighting for?
Should we now conclude that?
You are the guy. Come on.
See, this is exactly why I said both patriarchy and feminism has their respective flaws. So I believe that men should be the provider, which is why I believe that men should play the financial role in a relationship. Now, I'm not saying when I'm saying financial role, I'm not saying you be footing all her bills. So then she's loved at home. She has parents. Or even if she does not have parents, okay, sorry, but even if she does not have parents, at least I'm not expecting the man to foot her from her whole lifestyle. Honestly, she should have something because she's not a leech. It's only when you are a leech you expect exactly. Don't be a burden. It's not as if you are his wife. It's only when you are a leech that you now start expecting a man to do everything for you.
And that's that. And from there, if you're expecting a man to do everything for you,
You should also be
where
ready to
disrespect
do
comes in.
exactly.
That's where you give room for a man to want to use you the way he chooses. But if you're showing this person that yes, I have principles for myself, I know my self-worth, I know I have integrity, I'm hardworking, he sees it. Everybody sees it. When you show hard work like that, you show interest in something, it's so obvious. You don't need to do extra.
I even want to.
Please
I want to
think about
counter what Mana said. You support patriarchy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you call me a bad person? If you are a real patriarch, you would not have a problem with my statement right now. Because as a man, as a patriarch, as a real patriarch, not just patriarch by mouth, as a real patriarch, you are supposed to play the financial role. The lady is not even supposed to have anything to
No,
do
no.
with finance.
No,
With
it has to be a
finance.
patriarch.
I only asked
You know that, right?
a question.
No, I'm not saying I'm talking exactly. I'm talking about his relationship now, regardless of whether the lady is a feminist or not. If he's a patriarch, he would not be bothered about taking the responsibility of finances.
No, he won't be bothered about it. That's why I asked you a question. Yes, sir.
Which question?
If a guy should have your mindset, will you run?
I don't know
No,
now.
that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to know.
So can we now conclude that okay, the financial responsibility should go both ways?
Absolutely.
It should go both ways, but then the man should have invested more first. That's my own stance. The man should have initiated it.
So
Let me not say more.
Yes.
Let me not use the word more.
I'm
The
trying
man
to round
should
you up.
initiate
For him
it
to
first.
initiate
You
it.
know that there are also women who are like supporters of this patriarchy here.
Yes.
And then are being forced subconsciously, they're already splitting bills. School fees, they're paying 100.
Yes, truly.
Yes.
School fees is 100k,
Exactly.
I'll bring 50k, bring 50k. Want to buy cotton, 50k, 50k.
Sure.
There are just some kind of things that the man should do on his own.
Have you noticed that when a man is trying to chike you, everybody will call you money?
Oh my God. This is exactly what I was talking about in one of my videos.
You give. But
They want to impress you.
Never said it. You never said it.
To make the relationship work, you guys are already
It is your
in
turn.
my turn for what?
No, I feel like
But wait, this issue of chasing itself, I think we can discuss it. Why should I chase you?
I totally see that a lady chasing a man is
Make
no
her look
big deal.
desperate.
No.
Look
For me,
I'm chasing
there's nothing there.
I'm not afraid.
Wallahi, you're desperate. Now it's more like okay, you have gotten into the water. All you have to do now is just to float.
Yeah.
What if I can't float?
Drown. You understand? Once in a while, let me use this analogy of swimming again. Once you've gotten into the water, yeah, naturally on your own, you'll float. If you let yourself, you float. You understand? But for you to move from point A to point B, you have to put in effort. That effort is chasing the girl, doing some certain things, you understand? But then once you've gotten to where you're supposed to get to, what are you supposed to do? Moving is now more of like, I won't call it stress, but it should be just one-time thing, once in a while. It doesn't have to be consistent.
Why do you always
That effort.
why should you be once in a while?
Like,
What do you mean exactly?
What you give to get
What do you mean once in a while?
You're stopping this completely.
First of all,
What do you mean once in a while? And then again, when you give room for that once in a while, that's where other guys come in and they woo her and they bless her. So what do you mean by once in a while?
Take other guys to take my girl.
You don't give it attention. Exactly.
I believe.
Wait. That's why this issue of I chase. Even if I chase, you like you said now that why is it that before a guy get a girl, he will do everything, call morning and night and all that. The moment they enter the relationship, they will stop doing it. But you now say that if a guy should chike, like if a guy should be the one to chase, that they will disrespect. Why are you not seeing that disrespect of the guy also now that okay, for example,
Because society has already made men to be the ones to chase you.
Leave
do you
society.
want to pander to society or not?
Leave society
Do you
alone.
want to pander to
Understand?
society?
Now this is between you
These
and the
ones are
guy.
interrelated, you understand? We're following a trade here.
Exactly.
So,
the gender
what
role.
you're saying from
The gender
point A
role.
is not what you're saying now in point C.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
understand? You are shifting, you're
The gender
diverting.
equality that you think that you are even fighting for now, you are
See,
breaking it.
let me
You don't
consider,
even
you were saying
No, we're not
something
breaking it,
about
standing on
the
business.
things you were doing in the first place to
You say you are a
Yeah.
woman.
why should you stop it? Me, I'm not a romantic, you understand?
Yeah.
But I believe in spontaneous things. For something
Yeah.
to be spontaneous, it has to be once in a while. It can't be consistent.
Absolutely.
You understand? If let me use an example. Let me use music as an example. If your favorite artist is releasing back-to-back hits every single time, let's say in a year, he releases like 2 albums, good songs. Trust me, in the 3rd year of releasing back-to-back albums, you will criticize him.
So you're trying to tell me that you giving space, your space doesn't mean you're just totally moving out of it.
Yes.
It could mean that you're just
You are doing a build-up.
Yeah.
But there's loss of power. I believe there's a chapter that is talking about. Sorry, I've not even read the book, but I believe there's a part that's talking about creating when there is like a vacuum. When there's a vacuum, there is something to fill.
When you say effort, are you talking about calling? Are you talking about caring? Are you talking about commitment?
Everything that entails relationship.
Why should it be one-sided? Why should it be one-sided? Why not mutual?
It cannot be mutual because we are different people. So where I'm lacking, please help me and put pressure there. Where you're lacking,
Then if you want to say is that you should all come to a
That is
compromise.
complementary. That's complementary.
Yeah, so it's
Not someone doing more. Not someone doing more.
Let's complement each other. Yes.
You're not going to run like a fool.
That's not balance. You understand?
Outsider here.
if anyone doing all the work, it's going to be draining.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Exactly.
And tiring.
Because there are some people that believe that it is the man that should be doing the calling. I had a relationship when I was in Polytechnic back then that this guy stopped calling like for like 7 days. I said, let me even test this girl. So I stopped calling for 3 days. I stopped calling her for 3 days. I said, oh, this girl don't call me back. I can't call her the 4th day. And this girl said, he did not call me. That's the end of the relationship. Just because I did not call you for 3 days. And you have stopped calling for 7 days. Just because I did not call you for 3 days. So some people, it has become a norm. It can become a norm.
But you know, sometimes women just like to be whined.
I like it too. I like it too.
Yes, you didn't call you whine. I'm sorry.
To give to the woman,
That would have saved your
It is stressful.
Exactly.
When you want to toast a woman, you're competing with other guys.
Toasty 101.
Exactly.
Money, you call, you do this, and other guys are doing it too. You are in a competition.
Actually, you are.
Then when you not finally like,
What if you are not?
You are.
But you are.
we get tired too now. All our
Tired of
effort,
what exactly?
all our effort, calling you, spending money and everything. Now let
But no.
At some point,
We were just doing it.
Exactly.
we want to see.
Exactly. It doesn't make
energy to boost your ego.
Will you not like me, but will you not do something for me? That's what I was waiting for. Will you not
You
call me
have
back?
to reciprocate.
When you bottle it, you get tired.
Listen, let me give you an analogy of what Mana is trying to say.
Please explain.
When you're in a race, you're giving it all your best against other competitors, other racers.
Okay.
Once you cross the finish line, you celebrate. What's next?
You celebrate and you keep running.
Why you're not mad? Listen, everything that makes you to keep running, you're pursuing another race.
Yeah.
That another race is another woman.
No, it's a
Let me support you guys for the first time now. Even when you get the girl, there are some guys that are still
Exactly what I was saying. This is exactly what I'm saying.
When you get her, those guys are
Exactly.
No, exactly. Now this is where women are.
Absolutely. That was what I was saying.
Normally they can cut you short, but they're enjoying the company of the 20 men.
Nothing like that. No. Don't say that.
Only a promiscuous woman would
Exactly.
A girl, but she will have a sugar daddy sending her 500 to 1 million naira.
Listen to yourself. What are you saying? As
how
a
you
man,
compete?
as a man, you have a relationship with a girl, and then you're not doing the things you're supposed to do to keep her to be submissive to you. When you treat a lady right, you don't need to put in too much effort. It comes naturally.
Exactly.
Lies.
It comes naturally. I'm
Lies.
telling you this is based on experience. It comes naturally.
Let me conclude this
But as
part.
a
Let me
man,
conclude
you're
this part.
talking
Listen, let me conclude this by saying, the moment you stop looking at it as a task, talking about effort, but the moment you stop looking at it as okay, it's supposed to be a heinous
It's
task.
something that should come with
it
you.
becomes
It's something
exactly.
that you want to do.
See it as something you want to do. You should have passion for it.
Joyfully.
love, though.
If what you've been
It
doing,
should not be have
listen,
God, right? He
if
must
what
God.
you have been doing to woo a girl is cooking for her from day one, that doesn't mean you should stop after maybe you've gotten married.
Exactly.
Continue cooking.
Learn dishes, cook, intercontinental.
Gestures that made her attracted to you in the first place.
Exactly.
So why would you say once you've gotten her, you will not stop? It does not even make any sense.
This is
But then, remember when I was telling you I like spontaneity in something? What's your favorite food?
Spaghetti, pasta.
If I cook pasta for you in bed today in the morning, lunch I cook pasta for you,
In bed.
spaghetti bolognese.
dinner I cook pasta,
I can eat pasta for 1 week.
then you are mentally deranged. For people that have mental disability, mental disorder now. But you know people that are saying when something is constant and continuous.
You
It's
get it.
tiring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you give it
There's
a
no
break. You
excitement
give it a bit
again.
of a break. You give it a bit of a break, and then it becomes something good.
The thing is that I believe the standard you set during a talking stage is what the person will expect when you're in a relationship.
If you
you're
now set the
always
standard
dictating-
too high, what happens when you set
Exactly.
the standard too high?
That's why I said don't start what you cannot finish. the way you interact with her, the gestures you give her, everything you do for her, and everything she does for you too, is what you guys would expect in the relationship.
Yeah.
So if you know that you cannot keep up with what you're already doing, then don't just start.
And that's why the issue of consistency
No, one
and
thing is that I can't relate to this issue of chasing. This issue of chasing, because I don't have one thing about me is that the moment I like someone, I will gauge her, maybe even if it is just 5% interest in me, I will gauge it before I even make a move at all. The moment I know that this person is not really feeling me, I will not even.
But do you know that there's some people
I will
that
not
don't
even
feel you until you feel them and let them know that you feel them?
true.
Yes.
True. That is very true, because it's more of a situation like, okay, the person might not have been looking at you in the
Yes.
particular way you are looking at
Yes.
them. They don't have anyone in mind. Their mind is blank and the rest. But then certain gestures you start putting in place, you'll be like, okay, this person, I'm just trying to get attached
Green
to this
light.
person. And before you know, there's a spark. Once there's a spark, comes the fire.
Exactly.